Hello, this is Spellbinder with another news flash article about BP Golf disaster. This one here is pretty interesting. BP has been secretly, until today, checking in with the golf scientists for legal defense. Well, once they do that, the government can't use them to turn around and say, well, we need you to tell us what condition the golf is in and the marine life and everything, because they're already on BP's payroll. And there is a Michelle Mauda on MSNBC said it this way.
Something just happened in the BP oil disaster that can really only be explained using a scene from season 5 of The Sopranos. Okay, so Tony and Carmela were going to get divorced, okay? They both need to get divorce lawyers. But because Tony is a criminal mastermind, he effectively poisons the well for Carmela so that all the good divorce lawyers are off limits to her. Do you remember this plot twist? Hello?
Miss Soprano, Neiman returning.
Oh, hi. Great. Thank you. The reason I called, I gave your secretary the broad strokes.
You were in the middle of a separation. The original attorney retired.
Right. Bob Greenberg. At any rate, I'm thinking it's time I move forward with the divorce proceedings.
Miss Soprano, I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut you short. As far as handling it, I'm afraid I have to recuse myself.
What do you mean? Why?
Actually, your husband had been in to see me for a consultation last year.
My husband hired you?
No. But based on a prior meeting, the Code of Professional Responsibility precludes me from representing you because of that consultation.
But he met with Greenberg, too, and he was willing to represent me.
Well, Mr. Greenberg would have found himself in a bit of ethical soup had he actually moved forward.
See, I don't understand this. Why is my husband so picky? He talked to 7 or 8 of the top divorce attorneys in New Jersey.
Well, you can probably figure that maneuver out for yourself.
Jesus Christ.
I understand your frustration. If you like, I can recommend a colleague. Someone your husband hasn't contaminated.
Well, yeah, okay.
Someone your husband hasn't contaminated. Perfect verb for using that plot twist in The Sopranos to understand what BP has been trying to do to science on the Gulf Coast. All right, the Mobile Press Register reports that for the last few weeks, BP has been trying to hire tons of prominent scientists in the Gulf Coast region to help the company defend itself against the inevitable litigation to come. According to the Press Register, BP even tried to hire the entire Marine Sciences Department at one Alabama university. That school turned BP down, but it is reported that scientists from several other universities in the region have accepted BP's offer. Now, the Press Register obtained a copy of a contract that BP was shopping to scientists. The contract, quote, prohibits the scientists from publishing their research, sharing it with other scientists, or speaking about the data they collect for at least 3 years. Scientists approached with the deal told the paper that BP offered to pay $250 an hour for the scientists to help BP with its legal defense. And, of course, for them to not say a word to anyone about what their research shows. The head of the Dauphin Island Sea Lab in Alabama told the Press Register, quote, "It makes me feel like they were more interested in making sure we couldn't testify against them than in having us testify for them." Think about how this would work. When the government files a natural resources damage assessment lawsuit against BP, the government will have to turn to the scientific community to build their case against BP. The government will start looking for Gulf Coast regional experts on sharks and marine invertebrates and plankton and marshes and oceanography. They'll be looking to those experts for evidence and to use them as experts. But if all goes well with BP's buy up all the scientists plan, all or most of those Gulf Coast experts will already be on the BP payroll, prohibited by contract from sharing their research with anyone, and prohibited by conflict of interest concerns from participating in the government's lawsuit. Nice plan, right? Ta-da! Or maybe I should say, bada bing.
And there you have it. This is what they got planned. They're going to worm their way out of paying anyone or fixing anything they destroyed in the Gulf. I think it's a brilliant role plan in a way. I couldn't have done it better myself if I was that evil and that corrupt. Man, these people are just, there's no end to their evil and their madness to you poor people down in the Gulf Coast, they don't care about you. All they care is the bottom line, how much money they're going to put in their pockets, and how much they're going to keep from giving out to anyone that needs it for the damages done to their businesses and their homes and whatnot. I mean, this is pretty sad. Well, this is the news for today. I mean, you can see this article here. I'll have a link to it at the bottom of the page, so you'll be able to see this entire article and read for yourself how they're going to worm out of all this and squirm. These little maggots. Oh well. I thought you would enjoy this. This is the 21st of July 2010. This came out, well, a couple of days ago. Came out Monday. And this is what they're up to. Until next time, this is a news flash, news special report by Spellbinder. Be good at it, and have a very good day. And keep an eye on BP.